welcome to PA Harness Week, a show dedicated to the sport of harness racing in the great state of Pennsylvania. I'm Heather Vitale, along with Jess Otten. And Jess, I know that National I Love Horses Day was a couple of days ago, but I think we could say we celebrate that holiday like every day and wouldn't have it any other way.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Heather, either, because, you know, I owe so much to these horses, being able to be born and raised in the business, love the horses, and I owe a lot to them, or I wouldn't be standing here without them today.
That's right. Well, it's a half an hour of those horses we love so much, so let's get to the headlines. On today's show, we've got Pennsylvania All-Stars excitement galore with action from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Plus, you'll see one of the great Iron men in the sport, driver Tony Morgan, who has won more than 17,000 races, and we'll see him add another victory at Paris, Philadelphia. And we'll introduce you to Carter Pinsky, a young trainer with an already very impressive resume. Oh, did you know the prestigious Meadowlands Pace is tonight? We've got the scoop on that, those stories, and much more next on racing's fastest paced half hour. Let's kick things off with some action from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono from the Saturday, July 9th card. It's an incredible field of pacers. They're going for a purse of $25,000. Number 5 is Jax Legend. He's the favorite and the fastest in here, picking up a victory in 1:47.2 last time out. And the one is This Is the Plan. He's second choice and by far the richest in the event with over $2.5 million in the bank. And here's Jim Baviglia for the call.
Up front is Matt Kakaley with This Is the Plan. Jax Legend with the burst now on the outside, gets to within 2 and moving closer to the lead. Speedy Dominic tight in the pocket. Mark with a K following the live cover into 4th. He's 3 1/4 away. Back on the inside, Dow Delightful dropping back a bit, and our Imster Blake joins the outer flow as the trailer. This is the plan by 3 parts of a length. 3/4, 122 and 3, 27-1. It heated up on the backstretch. This is the plan. Dealing with Jax Legend, just a little less than a half length away. Speedy Dominic has dropped back a bit in 3rd. Second over Mark with a K is 4 back 4th. Top of the stretch. This is the plan. Leading by a length and a quarter. Kakaley now asks. Second, Jax Legend having a hard time getting close now. This is the plan. Looking solid up front, and the veteran, This Is the Plan.
Speedy Dominic had a burst of speed off of the car, and he cleared to the front easily. Da Delightful snagged the pocket seat. This Is the Plan got away 3rd, but not for long. Kakaley moved him to the front, and they took over with 1 lap to go. Jax Legend came first over up the backside, and he got to the leader's wheel. But the Ron Berg trainee, This Is the Plan, responded when Matt Kakaley asked him for more in the stretch, getting up to win in 1:49. Jax Legend was second, and finishing 3rd was Speedy Dominic.
All right, we've got break number 1 to get into, but we've also got more action from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono coming up as we show you 4 divisions of the Pennsylvania All-Stars. Those exciting races when we come back on PA Harness Week.
What a burst by Lusain. Bolt takes that lead right away from a stunned Ken Hanover.
Get back to the feeling of Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week, and let's welcome in some Pennsylvania All-Stars action from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. On the Sunday, July 10th card, we had 4 divisions of these 2-year-old colt and gelding pacers, each one of the divisions going for a purse of $30,000. Let's check out the first division here, and we've got number 5, Ken Hanover, getting the most support at the windows as he picked up a PA Sire Stakes victory last time out. And number 4, Lusain is also getting some play as he goes behind the gate for 2 new Hall of Famers, trainer Ron Burke and driver Yannick Gingras.
Your leader is Ken Hanover, and David Miller not asking an inkling from him at the moment. Mamba stays close in the pocket. Lusain Bolt is third. He's 3.5 away in saving ground. Then back in the inside, Swift Operator. He's followed by No Partners, and the trailer is that's Sir Heston. So no changes in the order now from third. Lusain Bolt going to try to challenge the leader, Ken Hanover. Comes up quickly on the outside. 3/4, 125 and 3, 28 and 2, third panel. What a burst by Lusain Bolt. Takes that lead right away from a stunned Ken Hanover. On the outside, Swift Operator into second, and Mamba got out of the pocket but takes the turn poorly. Top of the stretch, Lusain Bolt leads by 3.5 lengths. Swift Operator into second, Ken Hanover fading in third, and Lusain Bolt's power move around the final turn for Yannick Gingras for the victory.
Speed came from the outside of the gate in here as Ken Hanover and Mamba left aggressively out of there. Mamba made the lead. The favorite, Ken Hanover, was parked around the first turn before going on to take the lead. Lusain Bolt got away third and then came first over in that third quarter to take on Ken Hanover and paced right on by, scoring in 152 and 4. Yannick Gingras aboard for trainer Ron Burke. Ken Hanover came back on for second, and finishing third was Mamba.
All right, moving on to our second division for the PA All-Stars action from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. We saw Annapolis Hanover get a good trip around the Pocono 5/8 mile oval to win it by a neck in 151 and 3 with driver David Miller in the bike. This son of Stay Hungry is trained by Mitchell York. The Bamboozler did the work on the front to finish second, with Dempsey Hanover taking third.
The third of 4 divisions went to Ship Ship Hooray, who left off the gate well to take the lead early before yielding for the pocket when the favorite, Girl Dad, took over past the quarter. Ship Ship Hooray popped the pocket in the stretch, getting up by a neck to win in 156 and 4. Driven to victory by Hall of Famer David Miller, the son of Captain Treacherous, is trained by Chris Ryder. No Laughing Stock finished second, and Girl Dad got the show dough.
In that final division of PA All-Stars for freshman Colt and Gelding Pacers, it was a Bugaboo Lou, a son of who else? Sweet Lou, who cut the mile with driver David Miller to win easily in 151 and 3 for trainer Brian Brown. Second was Irvin Hanover, who got a pocket trip, and Fulton picked up third. Trainer Carter Pinsky may be young, but don't let that fool you. Pinsky comes from a well-known and very well-respected family in the harness racing sport. And at just 27 years old, he's already helped develop some incredible talent.
The Pinsky name is well known in the harness racing world, but you're making your PA Harness Week debut. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Fourth generation harness family. I've been kind of all over as far as New Jersey, PA, been out in Kentucky with Nifty and stuff like that, so just trying to make my way and figure out where my spot's going to be, but harness racing's been in my blood for as long as I can remember. So
Something you've always wanted to do, being a fourth generation horseman?
Yeah, I kind of followed my uncle around when I was real little, and he had a huge stable, and then with my grandpa and my dad, my dad's always owned horses and stuff like that, so it's always been the thing that I kind of knew I wanted to do.
When you see the name Pinsky, you often see the name Nifty Norman as well. Can you just touch base a little bit on what it's like to have Nifty Norman as a mentor?
I don't think there's anybody else in the business that would be a mentor like Nifty. He's selfless, works harder than anybody I know, and I kind of just strive to be like him. I can't thank him enough for everything he's done for me.
This is a PA show. We'd be, reminiscing about Amigo Volo, who's taken you on quite the ride. Can you just, kind of explain to us what he's done for you?
Amigo's a special horse. My wife McKenna and I, that's been kind of our horse that's, kind of brought out the two of us together, I guess, in harness racing. He's a cool horse. He's like a pet, really. But he goes out and tries every time.
Amigo Volo has the lead. EL Ideal's trying to reach. Amigo Volo is lengthening strides, though, at the edge of the tote board down to the finish. Amigo Volo, the Sire Stakes champion.
What's your favorite sports team and why?
I don't really catch up too much on sports anymore, but I used to be a big baseball player through high school, college, and stuff like that. So I guess, watching the Twins growing up from being from Minnesota, I guess I'd have to say the Minnesota Twins.
One time he taught me how to throw the difference between a fastball and a knuckleball, which I really should have taken those tips with me when I attempted to throw the first pitch at the Fightin' Phils game. But I'll try to remember those tips during our break. Right now, we just want you to sit back and relax, because when we return, we have got heart-pounding harness racing coming up from Harris, Philadelphia. So keep it right here. We've got more PA Harness Week coming at you.
Decision Day takes over. Harambe Deo fights back. Wager on me out.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on. It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away.
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
In the world of standardbred racing, only one name is synonymous with this kind of success, this kind of history, this kind of greatness, this kind of legacy, and this kind of unparalleled promise for tomorrow. Proud of our past, excited about our future. You know the name, that one name. Hanover, the greatest name in harness racing.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. We have checked out action from the 5/8 mile oval in the Poconos, and now we're going to head to Philadelphia for our race of the week. Let's bring in now some speedy lady pacers from Harris, Philadelphia, from the Sunday, July 10th card, going for a purse of $13,000. We're going to check out number 5. It's Odds On Whitney, and she's the bettor's choice with a win and a second in her last 2 outings. There's also number 1, So Irresistible, second choice on the board, going to post for trainer Bruce Saunders. Take it away, announcer Mike Bozich.
3/4, 123 and 4. Always be laughing. Chased after now. Outside, So Irresistible is making strong gains now. Up to take the lead. Up on the outside, Odds On Whitney moves up 3rd. Western Wish is 4th. They straighten the way for the stretch drive. So Irresistible now has the lead. Odds On Whitney looks to slingshot off cover. Moving out to the outside. Western Wish now, but Odds On Whitney takes the lead. So Irresistible trying to counter him down to the finish. Odds On Whitney sustained that bit.
It was a steady start in here before Always Be Laughin' took that early lead. Western Wish sat a loose pocket. The field stayed single file just until before the half, when Odds On Whitney flushed So Irresistible for some cover, and she came a steady first over trip. Odds On Whitney flipped 3 wide coming out of that far turn, and she paced right to the wire with So Irresistible, but Odds On Whitney prevailed in 1:53. Hall of Famer Tim Tetrick in the bike for trainer Tony Alania. So Irresistible held second, and coming on for with late pace was Western Wish.
Alrighty, now let's proceed to more racing from the Sunday, July 10th card at Harris, Philadelphia. These pacers going for a purse of $13,000. We've got number 6, Blank Stare, getting the most support. He recently moved to the east from Indiana. Right off the bat, he scored a win at Philly. And there's the 5, Decision Day, who's been racing over the Meadowlands mile oval and now tries his luck out on this 5/8 mile oval.
Harambe Deo looking to get away now, leads it by 2, increasing. Decision Day is 2nd. Wager on me 3rd. Outside, Blank Stare tries to come on 4th. The Bop and Alley spin to the inside. Jack Shadows 8 lengths off the lead. A lot of work to do for him. 3/4, 121 and 3/4. Harambe Deo right there. Decision Day tightens down 2nd and begins to angle to the outside. Wager on me 3rd. Outside, Blank Stare tries to come on top of the stretch. Harambe Deo outside. Decision Day up to engage. Wager on me angles to the outside. There in the lane. Decision Day takes over. Harambe Deo fights back. Wager on me out wide as Blank Stare trying to kick in. Bop and Alley up the inside. Decision Day is the one that kicks on down to the finish. Decision Day.
Harambe Deo left aggressively from the center of the pack. Decision Day dropped in the pocket. Wager on Me also had good early speed from the rail through a speedy 26 and 4 opening quarter. The top 3 separated themselves during that 3rd quarter. Decision Day tightened down in the pocket and came to the outside around the far turn, and he kicked into another gear, stopping the clock in 1:49 and 4. And that was the fastest mile of the day on that Sunday afternoon card. Finishing 2nd was Harambe Deo, and getting up for 3rd was Bop and Alley. The captain, Corey Callahan, was behind Decision decision day for trainer Bruce Saunders.
All right, now yet another big race from Harris, Philadelphia, from that Sunday, July 10th card. It's actually the feature pace of the day, going for a purse of $15,300. And we've got Jimmy Connor B in here, who is the favorite. He's had a couple of tough posts lately, but he should like the 5-hole a lot better. Second choice is the 4, JM's Final Treasure, who's the youngest in the field at age 3.
Southwind Peter off a third. Here comes Jimmy Connor B. A brushing attempt then coming down from the favorite. And Jimmy Connor B moves up to take the lead with 5/8 to go. Southwind Peter back to second. JM's Final Treasure strong on a helmet third. They're back to PL Aussie fourth. Southwind Sandor 6 lengths off the clearing leader. Last of all, Downers Delight to the half to go on top with the lead Jimmy Connor B. Southwind Peter right there second. Halftime 56-1. The 1-8 into second quarter. Third quarter of play underway. Jimmy Connor B by a length. Southwind Peter still in the pocket. Up on the outside, Southwind Sandor is making good gains first over now. Inside, James Final Treasure shuffled in fourth with less than 3/8 to go. Outside, Downers Delight ranges up with Cover fifth. Cover starting to stall just a tad. PL Aussie trails the field, and Jimmy Connor B still has the lead. Southwind Peter still in the pocket second. Southwind Sandor first over, inching forward 123 and 3 at 27 and 2/3. Jimmy Connor B trying to finish it out now. Southwind Peter, Southwind Sandor continues on the grind. James Final Treasure's in a hunt for racing room. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Jimmy Connor B, Southwind Sandor still grinding away. Up the inside, Southwind Peter there in the lane. James Final Treasure trying to thread the needle. Jimmy Connor B is standing his ground though. Down to the finish, Jimmy Connor B wins 3/4 of a length.
Southwind Peter was quick off the gate to grab that early lead. JM's Final Treasure got the pocket seat as they made their way to the quarter. Jimmy Connor B wasn't on the gate, but he ended up getting away third, and he moved to the front and made the lead with 5/8 to go. Southwind Sanders started the outer flow up the backside, but made no impression on the leader. Jimmy Connor B was strong on the front end, scoring in 1:51 and 2. Southwind Peter finished second, and pacing up the passing lane for third was PL Aussie. This Scott DiDomenico trainee was driven to victory by Tony Morgan Jr. We have to give a shout out here to Tony Morgan, because from the Midwest to the East Coast, he's been a top driver over many years, and of course he just recently scored his 17,000th driving win.
Just because it's summer does not mean that our harness racing school is out of session, right? Because we've got Professor Jess, who has a question for you every week. So, Jess, what do you have for today's trivia time?
I'm going to stick with the Meadowlands Pace theme this week, Heather. What Pennsylvania stallion won the Meadowlands Pace in 2013? And I'll give you guys a hint this week. One of our favorites here on the show is Timmy T. He was this guy's main pilot.
Okay, I can say that I know the answer, yes, but I'm not going to give it to you. You got to wait till after the commercial break. When we return, Jess will give you the answer. Plus that, we have our blast from the past, and we're going to check out tonight's big race, the Meadowlands Pace. There's so much more next on PA Harness Week.
I did it my way. Wrestles control. Beach Glass on the move up to challenge him.
Get back to the feeling of Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather, she's Jess, and she is pretty smart with her harness racing trivia, and she's also got an answer for you.
My question for you guys this week was, what Pennsylvania stallion won the Meadowlands Pace in 2013? Well, it was Captain Treacherous, of course, earner of over $3.1 million. And a little fun fact for you guys is he has 3 offspring heading into tonight's Meadowlands Pace final.
Before we saw Captain Treacherous win the Meadowlands Pace that year, we saw him win the $500,000 Max Hunt Memorial at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. That is our blast from the past. He was the 7-5 favorite on this rainy evening.
Top of the stretch, Sunfire Blue Chip digging in. Now on the outside, here's Captain Treacherous making his best move. Sunfire Blue Chip, Captain Treacherous, Vegas Vacation to the line. Captain Treacherous does it again!
Captain Treacherous picked up a second over, tripped, and he flipped 3 wide around that far turn. And just when you thought he wasn't going to get up in time, he kicks into another gear late in the stretch, taking the Max Hunt Memorial in 1:49.2. His regular pilot, Tim Tetrick, in the bike for trainer Tony Alagna.
All right, what a great blast from the past, but we're going to move our clocks forward to tonight. It is the $600,000 Meadowlands Pace final. Now, this is a big race, of course, in New Jersey for our 3-year-old pacing colts and geldings, as we like to call them, the glamour boy division of our sport. Now, there were 2 eliminations to get into the final. They happened last Saturday. We're going to check out the fastest, so let's get to it. In here, we've got number 5. It's Beach Glass, 3-5 favorite with good reason. He is one of the top 3-year-old pacers this year, coming off a 2nd-place finish in the North America Cup. The only other horse close in odds is number 1, I Did It My Way, who won his last start in 1:48.1, and he's second choice at 9-2. We've got Ken Workington with our call.
It's Beach Glass in front. And now Frozen Hanover and Bob McClure take their first over shot on the outside. I Did It My Way is pinned in the box third as they round the turn. And it's I Did It My Way challenging on the inside as they race past 3/4. Nautical Hanover second over in 4th. On the inside, Greatest Ending is pinned in 5th. Captain Cowboy third over 6th. Mad Max Hanover pinned in on the rail from the back. Early action has to pass them all. 1:22 for 3/4. They're in the stretch. Beach Glass and Jingra urges him on. He has the answers here and opens up by 3-4. He's scooting off from I Did It My Way.
Plenty of action going into that first turn, Heather, and it was a speedy opening panel of 25-2 as they were 3 wide across the track. I Did It My Way took over control from Greatest Ending. Then Jingra moved Beach Glass from 3rd, so there was another lead change when he took command. Beach Glass drew away from the field, scoring in 1:48.1, trained by Brent McGrath and driven to victory by Yannick Jingra. Captain Cowboy came on late for 2nd, and finishing 3rd was I Did It My Way.
Okay, the other elimination was won by Market Base. The driver was Dexter Dunn for trainer Nancy Tactor. They went in 1:48.4 and paid over $25 to win.
Closing in on Caviar Camden. Market Base on the outside takes the lead, but it's Nighthawk flying on the outside. Market Base, Nighthawk, Market Base, then Nighthawk.
Beach Glass stamps his ticket to the Meadowlands Pace final by winning his elimination in 1:48.1. Now, you've only sat behind this guy a couple of times. One thing that's been explained in previous interviews is he's a bit green because he's lightly raced, but he handled last week's elimination really well. Quick fractions, lots of lead changes.
Yeah, no, he's good. Like, he just needs to learn. It's more like mostly in the hole. Like, he's a little bit aggressive, especially this week. We went 25 to the quarter, so I started him up pretty good, so I had to remove him, but once he got to the front, he's just all pro, just a little bit weights on him, maybe a little bit around the last turn, but once I called on him, he just took off.
Post 6 in the final, how do you feel going into it?
I actually like that spot. I didn't really want the inside, you have to double move him at that point. Obviously, in the best case scenario, I'd like to control the race, but with pole 6, I can just float out of there a little bit and make front after everybody settled and go from there.
Now, we all know the story with Brent McGrath, obviously training some beach somewhere. He's been saying, for the last couple of weeks, I'd like to get the job done. What does it mean to you to be a part of such a great story?
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, I would love to be able to get it done for him. It's the only race that the old boy didn't get done, so hopefully the son can do it.
If you can't make it up the Jersey Turnpike to the Meadowlands tonight for the big race, no worries. You can check it out via simulcast at both Harrah's Philadelphia and the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. It's the time in the show when Jess and I put a big exclamation point after 3 little letters. OMG. Ocean Downs is a half-mile harness track in Berlin, Maryland. And of course, the fans come out to see our horses step onto the track. They had some really special treats happen on one evening when they got to witness camel and ostrich races. The ostriches were driven and the camels were ridden. And in the camel race, we even had one of our harness drivers, Jason Thompson, as one of the riders. I go every year, and it always is so much fun to watch.
I'm so jealous of you, Heather. I wish I could make it down to Ocean City, Maryland, and head to Ocean Downs and check that out. But I love seeing the family environment at Ocean Downs, not only to watch the camel and ostrich races, but they truly love the sport of harness racing. The cheer from the crowd is amazing, and I love watching this video. It truly makes me laugh.
We call this Don't Miss This because we truly do not want you missing our harness racing up close and personal. Yes, that's why we tell you about the live racing schedule each week. We're going to start with the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Live racing is Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. Post time 1:30 p.m. Sunday post times 5 p.m. Then at Harris, Philadelphia, the live racing is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Post times 12:25 p.m. The Sunday post times 12:40 p.m.
Are you wondering where you can place your wagers online? No worries, we've got you covered. For Harris, Philadelphia, the website is pabets.tvg.com. And for the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, the website is ibetmohegan.com. And don't forget, we offer free program pages. Those can be found at phha.org right at the top of the homepage.
Our love for the standardbred sport never goes out of style, and thankfully the rest of the world is realizing that. So we've got this guy, Max Siegelman, okay? He is the son of trainer Robbie Siegelman, and Max is a social media influencer and a fashion designer. He has A-listers wearing harness racing on them, their logo. So we've got everybody from music artist Post Malone to basketball star Tim Hardaway Jr., even supermodel Kendall Jenner have been seen wearing a Siegelman racing cap. I love it.
It's so funny you mentioned that, Heather, because I was flipping through Instagram stories one day, and of course I follow Peter Weber from The Bachelor. I mean, what girl my age doesn't? And I was like, whoa, wait a second. You have a harness racing hat on. So of course it was a Siegelman hat. I stopped, I went, I did the research. It's so cool because so many famous people are, wearing this content and putting it out on social media to spread the word about harness racing.
All right. Now, speaking of social media, we want you guys to hook up with us on Facebook. It's at Harness Week, Twitter at PA Harness Week. Of course, check us out on YouTube. There's hundreds of videos from the show there. It's really important to know those social media handles because we've got these babies given to our contest winners. And I love the fanny pack. And I was thinking the other day, I have 2 grown kids, but I wish I would have had them like a fanny pack when they were younger. I could have put a diaper in there, some diaper ointment. That would have been like key. But
these are so convenient. I wear these at work all the time. I put my pen, my phone, a little notepad, my notes, and I got it wherever I go, and then my hands are free. I can walk around and do whatever I want.
That's right. We love them so much. Make sure you enter our contests every Monday on social media. All right. Time is up. Thank you for joining us. For myself, Heather Vitale, Jess Otten, and the man behind the camera, Bruce Casella. We'll see you next week.